G'day patrons, welcome to Peco Peco. So, 3D puzzling game with a bit of a twist. Just in case you are seeing any grid lines, don't worry, I'm just in a very small space and those lines are simply warning me not to go smacking into the furniture. Okay, so here we go. For those of you who find this music quite cool, there is a high risk you will find it annoying after a while. Unfortunately, many players have given that feedback. The developers are looking at implementing a mute feature. Got to wonder why they didn't in the first place, but yeah, so be it. Okay, so your main menu, you've got 4 sets of puzzles. Comfort food, which is cartoony junk food. Diorama, some very cool little 3D scenes. In the attic, a bunch of models that are mostly old antique-y type things in an attic. So you've got old brown and grey things in an old brown and grey room. Can make visualizing pieces a little difficult, but yeah, you work around it. And for the science geeks, Perseverance, which is the Perseverance rover and the Ingenuity quadcopter that are currently booting around Mars. You've got a 1/3 scale, a full-size model of the rover, and a full-size model of the helichopper, which is actually a lot bigger than I suspected. Okay, very small chassis, very large rotors, makes sense in the thin atmosphere. In fact, why don't I just show it to you? Ingenuity. Now, I could spend some time putting it together. Actually, stuff it I will. Yeah, welcome to Mars. It's quiet too. Yike. Okay, so obviously it's remembered that I was partway through building this a while ago. Okay. Some pieces seem to have remarkably fine tolerances before they will snap into place, whereas others, you can sort of get them within wind distance and they will lock in. There we go. Isn't that cool? And that's the size of it, which is even cooler. So there we go. Landing struts, the main body of it, 2 sets of rotors, bottom set goes clockwise, top set goes anti-clockwise. That offsets the torque from each other, which means it doesn't need any stabilizing rear rotors. And of course the solar array and the antenna that allows it to communicate with the rover. Very cool, isn't it? Originally sent up as a proof of concept, it has proven to be a very valuable piece of the mission. There you have it. Okay, right, so I'll just show you the Perseverance rover. Now, it is 29 pieces, it'll take around 15 minutes to do. That's too long for this video, but I can show you custom puzzle mode and this at the same time. Aha! So how custom puzzles work is, it takes the model that you'll have got listed here and gives you the ability to recut it into your own particular puzzle. Now, this here is your 3-dimensional blade. You have a number of them. You cycle through with your A and B button, which are the 2 buttons on your right-hand controller. And you start with a sphere, you get a cube, you get a double rhomboid, you get an ovoid, you get this monstrous thing which is a rectangle and 4 ovoids, one centered on each side. You get this, a cube with a sphere centered on each vertex or corner. And the same thing, but the spheres are embedded in each face and touch in the middle. Double sphere, quad sphere, triple sphere, monstrous square or cube, monstrous cube on the balancing on the corner, and you're right back to that. Now, with your right thumbstick, you can push left to make the blade smaller, and with that you can take a little bite, or you can push it to the right and make it much larger, and with that take bigger bites. Or take a monster bite. Boink. Okay. Cycle through. Now, here's the thing. That is as small as you can make that. Oh no, there we go. And that is as small as you can make this one, which is kind of handy if you want to take pyramid cuts. And again, that's as small as you can make that one. And there we go. It's like the weirdest game of Hungry Hippo ever. And there we have it, and the puzzle is 16 pieces. That's what this number on your hand is all about. That's the number of pieces in the puzzle. So once you've chopped it up, you can back out, which is the menu button on your left hand. And you see here, time and date, 16 pieces. That's the puzzle I've just cut. And if you select it later on, play, edit, delete. Now at the moment the edit functionality is very, very limited. In fact, it's pretty much non-existent. They are working on that. Delete is obvious, play is obvious. And here we are, bum bum bum, kapow! And there is the puzzle that I cut up with all the pieces randomly shuffled around, so that me putting them in particular places doesn't mean squat. That was for my own benefit. So there you have it. I'm not going to bother putting that back together. It works just the same as any other puzzle. I suppose I should explain some of what's going on here. So these little line of dots is connecting a piece to my hand, and if I use the middle finger as my grabber, it pulls the piece to me. That's called distance reach, and it is quite possibly one of the most useful features you can imagine. That is the front of the rover. That's part of the drive assembly. That's the underside. So I think that's the rear. That's part of the nuclear battery or nuclear generator. Here's the rest of the nuclear generator, so we'll put that in there. And there we go. After saying I'm not going to put this together, here I am putting it together, because this game is just that addictive. Looking for the rest of the generator. You, come here. There we go. That way around. Tolerances on some of these pieces are crazy. Now this is the 1/3 scale model. There is a full scale model of this, which is remarkably cool, I must admit. So, you know, if you're going to get into playing this game and working on this puzzle, that is definitely one you should be giving a go. The full scale model, it rocks. It rocks quite hard. Yeah, I would swear that would go there, but it doesn't. There we go. One thing I do like about the Mars model, or the Mars, working on the Mars puzzles, there's no music. It's very, very quiet. Everything here is very quiet. There must be lots of Martians hunting wabbits. Those wascally wabbits on Mars. That don't look right, do it? Oh no, that looks like a back wheel. I'm thinking that must be going... Oh, there you go. Didn't even get a chance to grab it properly and it went, nah, I want to be here. And... Aye, you look about right for there. Do, 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 do. Fly me to the Mars, let me play among the dirt. I apologize for my singing, but I'm tone deaf and don't care. Come on. Wow, I even managed to trick myself with that piece. That was cool. One more wheel. I have noticed I have developed a bit of a habit of when I do the distance grab and the pieces come to me, I end up pulling my hand back, as though I've caught a physical object and it has imparted momentum to me. Okay, you. And of course, now that I'm aware of doing it, I'm trying my hardest not to keep doing it, and it's just making me want to do it even more. There we go. The last of the sampling head. And the one last little woody bit. There we go. Chopped it off. The cover of some regulator. Oh! Come on. It's too small for the distance grab, but I've got it. Oh, God, look, I don't even know where this piece goes. And on this model, it could be almost anywhere. Oh, my God. Okay, contextual clues required. Small pinion army thing. Oh, piece floating in space. Must be it. Ta-da! And there we have it. Not only a very, very cool model, but a very, very cool thing that humanity has built and sent to go and sod off and muck around and boy race on another planet. Ain't that cool? Okay, well, there you go, patrons. That gives you a rough idea of what Peco Peco's like. We'll jump out of here now. So you've seen some of the models, some of the good, some of the not so good, but quite possibly my favourites are in the dioramas. The Greek temple is great. Castle treehouse is unbelievable. The Wizard's enigmatic cabin. Oh, it's cool. It's such a cool model. I've just got to show it to you. I'm just going to dump that, really delete, so that I can load it again fresh. Is this not the coolest model ever? Look at it. Hang on a mo. Oh, yep, I know where I am. Feed me, Seymour! Little magic mushrooms and glowing steps. I love that little smiley. And I can't really show you because I can't move the object. But at the bottom of these stairs in here, see if I can get down without smacking my head on the fireplace, there's a little cave. Isn't that cool? Now, one of the most fun things about this whole system that I like, and this is just the pure geek in me that's getting off on this, but you can actually look inside the objects too and see how they're built. And this is the sort of stuff that I want to do one day. It's item number 7,415 on my to-do list, is learn how to make this sort of thing. So there we have it. Okay guys, I'm out of here now. Thank you very much for watching and being a supporter of the magazine. I hope to be getting some more VR games and programs coming through soon. The one for next month is Noda, which is a 3D mind map, which of course is more of a productivity tool, but it's a very cool productivity tool. There we have it. So I'll leave you to it. Thanks guys.